How y'all doing out there in YouTube land? This Stiletto coming at you from the Wild Wild West. Well, today we got a fun one going on today. This is that package I was telling you guys about. I've been telling you guys about for the last couple of months. It came from Australia, from Voltex. Voltex. Yes. If any of you have been following me, you might know what this is. Let's do the unboxing. Let's get busy with it. Doing the unboxing today is my MSI. It's become one of my favorites. One of my favorite EDC folders for everyday carry to work and everything, back and forth. Let's go ahead and see what this one is. All right. Put this aside. There they are, people. There they are. Oh, those are nice. The carbon fiber scales for my MSI. Not this one. This one's going to get the aluminum scales. I'm going to put the aluminum scales in this one that I have on order from Original Goat. But this one, I'm going to put this one on my apocalyptic polymer MSI. The apocalyptic one. Well, anyway, let's take a look at it, see what these look like, huh? Let's see what these look like. Let's keep all the packaging and everything together. Oh, those are nice. These are real nice, people. You look at see what they look like. I'm digging them, and they're super light. They're super lightweight, so it's not gonna weigh down the knife. Because I wanted to keep one of my models really light. Because once you put aluminum or titanium scales on them, it changes the weight. That's one of the things I like about this one is I like how lightweight it is. It makes it super easy to carry every day. All right, what else we need out here, huh? I kept it brand new in the box, people. Brand new in the box, waiting on it to get modded. I bought it for the purpose of getting modded. This one came from eKnives, eknives.com. Which one is this? The apocalyptic, my apocalyptic MSI. This is the one that we're going to mod. Brand new. Never been carried. Never been used. Keep everything in the box there. And what else we're going to use in this? Oh yeah. It's gift time, baby. It's gift time. When you got the time, we've got the skiffs. Gift berries. Oh yeah. Gonna put some skiffs on it, people. My fluted aluminum one, I think I'm just going to leave that one the way it is. I'm not going to modify it at all. Because I plan on making this one aluminum. And I'm also going to get a titanium one too. I've decided I like the MSI. It's my favorite model. And so that's the one I'm going to, and I like modding them. I always, you know me, I just like to mod things anyway. And so I decided I want to have 3 of them. One with aluminum scales, one with the carbon fiber scales, and one with titanium scales. And the titanium one, I'm thinking about getting the black one. I don't know. I haven't totally decided on that yet. I go back and forth on it. You know me. All right, people, let's get to taking this one apart. Need the T8 and T20. T20. Can't remember if this one's the 8. Let me see. Nope, a little bit too big. This is the 8. Yep, okay, we're set. Loosen up the pivot first. I'll just double check, make sure I'm doing the right one. Oh, this one you got to do the non pocket clip side. The pivot screws are T20. All the body screws are T8s, which is really cool. This one's coming apart easy too. My other MSI came apart easy also, but the amphibian was a bear. That was a chore to get that one all apart. My amphibian with the G10 handle scales, OD green G10 handle scales, when I put the bearings in it. Y'all saw that. It was a bear. All right, got this part done. We need to take this piece out too, because we're gonna put them in this one. So let's go ahead and get these screws out. There's like a little plate back here. I'm sure we're gonna need the plate. Yep. Make sure this is the right one. Yep, it's the other one. Yep. Let's pop the plate out. There we go. This is going to be sweet, people. And these are handmade too in Australia. You know, you go on the website, you check them out, and the person talks about they're all hand finished and handmade, and so everything's made to order. Because they do other kind of scales and things too, besides the MSIs. I fit it on there right. I think I might got it on wrong. Oh, I see what I did. I put it on backwards. It goes like this. Okay, that's the way it goes, people. I had it on backwards. I'm glad I didn't put it on there real tight. I don't want to mess up the finish of this. It looks beautiful. Put that on. Now we'll get back to this. Now we'll get it right. Starting with my fingers. These all the hardware on these is all stainless steel except for the backspacer. The backspacer is titanium. There we go. Okay, just put on finger tight. All right, so we got that piece done. Next up, we need to take this all the way apart. Let's go ahead and take this part apart. Let's see how hard this is. I notice that on these, like if you turn sometimes the pivot just a little bit, there's a D-shaped pivot. That one's solid. Okay. This is the hardest part to taking these apart, is getting this part apart. I can feel it coming up. Okay, I need a little help from my friends. Where are my chopsticks at? There we go. There. Uh-oh. Everything flew. Got the spring. The other part flew though. All right, let's go ahead and get this part apart. Might end up having to do a final assembly because I'll probably have to go look for that other part, people. Oh, wait a minute, here it is right here. Found it. That was lucky. That means it was meant to be. It was meant to be. All right. So let me see, I got all my parts here. This part goes with the spring. This rides on the inside of here like this. I don't know if you guys can see that. All my little screws. Body screws, pivot screw, new bearings. We can get rid of the old bearings right now. This is what the old bearings look like. They're not encased in nylon. Ceramic bearings are encased in nylon. They're nice bearings. I just like the bearings that are encased in phosphor bronze milled cases better. The milled cases, not the brass, I don't know what you call them, press formed cases or whatever you call them. I like the milled cases, the machined cases. Is that a good way to say it? And skip bearings, that's what they give you. Skip bearings, they give you a whole lot of ceramic bearings. They give you always like a lot more. These have 20 ceramic ball bearings in them. 1/16 of an inch thick. The 8mm pivot. That's what good bearings look like. These are okay, but they're like pretty standard for like factory bearings. These are like factory bearings that a lot of people, most manufacturers, they save their money on the bearings. You know what I mean? These are less expensive to make. These are the nice ones. All right, people. So we got that part. Let's go ahead and finish taking this apart and start putting the knife together, huh? All right. all these little screws screw into like these barrel pieces. I'm keeping them separate from the other body screws because I don't know if they're a different length or they're slightly different or something. Because I'm going to put it back together the same way I took it apart. Keep them in the right order too. So this was not that part. This is not that hard, except for, taking off that one part. So far, it's, other than that, it's been pretty easy. Everything's coming apart fairly easily. There's the backspacer. You guys want to see what the backspacer looks like? Titanium. That's titanium backspacer. That's what it looks like. Yeah, that's coming apart real easy. I hate it when they put so much Loctite on things that it's hard to get things apart. To pull, not sometimes you don't want to pull maintenance on it. Sometimes you just want to, modify something. You just want to pull maintenance on it. It's impossible to do if something's not. Okay, this is going to be hard to get out of it. The pivot. Let me see if I got to pound it out. Got it loose. There we go. There we go. It's a D-shaped pivot, and it's like sort of pressed into here. So, that's something that, I'm glad I got to show you guys, how I did that, because I'm sure, that'd be a tough part for a lot of people, getting that piece out. Okay, let me see here. So this one goes on this side. It's got a D-shaped pivot. The D-shaped part is a steel part. Just letting you know. And this is the side that you don't turn. This is the side that you put the pocket clip on. So let's put this side all back together. First goes on the stop pin. There's just put everything together sort of loose right now. Next is this one. This spacer. I noticed that the stop pin went on one way. I think the spacer goes on one way too. Oh yeah, I see it's D shape. That's what's going on. Okay, so which side is the D shape? There we go, right there. This is very nicely constructed, people. The way they made these. This is my first time taking one all the way apart. Yeah, right there. Right there. Now we put on the back spacer. Oh, this is gonna be nice, people. This is looking real nice. I'm digging it. Screws are falling out. I'll put that on last. Put that on last. Right there. Oh, wow, that's looking so cool already. It's gonna be my new EDC, people. I'm gonna let this one take a break until the aluminum parts come in. This is gonna be my new EDC. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Get this other screw in here. Oh, I see how they go in. Okay, let's see what we got going in here. Yep, that's how they work. Okay, let's see if it works the way I think it works. Oh, I see. I gotta put it on one side first, huh? Okay. Let's do the bottom side first. Make sure it's nice and straight. Right there. Oh, I love the way the pocket clip looks on this too. The apocalyptic one. It's like the right color for this. The finishes looks like the right color finish. I'll let you guys take a look at that. See what I'm saying? That all the colors really go together really well. The metal finishes and everything. I'm digging it. I'm digging it, people. And look at the way this fits. Fits perfect. That's how original goat parts fit. Voltix. I'm on. You know, it takes a long time to get this part though, because it's coming from Australia and it has to go through their customs and everything like that. It takes about 2 weeks for them to make it, and then it takes about another month and a half before you can actually receive it, because it has to go through their customs and everything. Their customs is like really slow. Just to let you know, people, that you know what, I'm happy I did it. It was worth the wait, because it's here now, and it's just it's as nice as I could have ever wanted it. You know, they're perfect. So let's lube these up. As you all know, I like to put a little bit of grease on my bearings. I like to rub the grease into the bearings. Just a light coat, not a gob of grease, just a light coat. And you place them on the knife. Just like so. Now do your other ones. Still got enough grease on my fingers to do the other side too. Forgot to put a little bit of oil on them, but that's okay. I'll put a little bit of oil in right here. All right. Spin them around, get the oil all lubricated on them. All right, we're set with that. Man, I like this one. I like this one already. I'm digging it already, people. Okay, remember, right, this could be a little bit tricky. This piece goes on right here. This piece goes in right here. Let's lube the spring up. You don't want to put too much lube on this one because it's an exposed spring, and it will be a magnet for the forgot I want to put a little bit of lube on this too, on the slide. I like to put a little bit of lube right in here on the slide where it rubs against the metal frame, the stainless steel frame. And there's just a little bit of a break-in, what I would call a break-in period for these. But they break in really quick. But there is like a little bit of, because like, I don't know, like after a couple of days, they get like super smooth. They're smooth off the bat. They're smoother than the stock bearings, but then like the bearings get better and better. I think maybe it's because it wears a track into the path that the bearings ride in. And after it does that, I think it gets like really smooth. Okay, wipe my fingers off. There we go. Everything all fit it together. I'm gonna put these bearings back in the package where the new bearings that replaced them with inside of it. Let's wipe this off really well too. Let's button it up. There we go. So it's nice and tight. That's the way you want it when you're putting it together. Let's wipe it down. We'll button it all the way up. I love the way this one looks, people. This might be the coolest looking setup for this knife. Just finger tight, people. All right. All right, we're almost done now. Get some of this stuff out the way. And these knives don't come loose, people, so you don't need a whole bunch of Loctite on them and stuff. You know, the pivots don't come loose or anything like that. I haven't had any issues like that. Let's see. All the way down. Don't torque it down, just all the way down and then slightly back it off. Let's see where we're at. Perfectly centered. No side to side, no up and down. Is that cool or what, people? Take a look at that. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. That is super cool. All right, let's put all these parts back in here. Keep these parts with this one. Put them in here. You can see what these scales look like. That's why they have that hollow feeling to them, because they are hollow. But you know what? These scales, I can't complain though. They feel good after a while. You get used to them. But I'm glad I did what I did, people. Because me, myself, I am not really a GrivX, Polymer, FRN, or GRN, or whatever person. No, it's not what I like. Like this knife has been my favorite, ever since I got it. It's been one of my main favorites. I would say my top three are the Atlas Lock and Gauge. That's after it's modified with the original goat parts. My the 8020S is number one, and then this one. Because I don't know, these are just easy to use. I just like the blade. I mean, it's just a awesome knife. And now you can see what it looks like after you upgrade it, people. These are a hell of a bargain. These scales were $105, but they're carbon fiber, handmade carbon fiber scales. Not coming from China. They're handmade by a family that's making scales for knives in Australia. Voltex. I'll leave a link to it. I highly recommend it. Look at this, people. This is nice. It looks like it's a carbon fiber model from MSI. This is super nice. They did an excellent job, and these have like a texture on them too. I don't know if you can't, but let me see if you can hear it. They have like a texture on them, sort of like a peel ply feel. Like if you've had peel ply G10, that's what this feels like. And the action is perfect. This is gonna be the new one I'm gonna carry now, people. Is this one. Absolutely love these handle scales. And they feel strong. Got a tiny, tiny little bit of flex to them, but that's what you expect, with a little bit of flex. But these are nice. Let's see how much they weigh. Let's see if they weigh a big difference. They make the knife feel way different. They feel the same to me. If it's a difference, I don't think it's a big difference. Okay, here we go. Let's get zeroed out, huh? Five ounces. 5 ounces on the dot. This one should be 4.8. 4.8 ounces. That's exactly what I thought it was going to be, people. I thought these would make it like a 5-ounce knife. That's exactly what I thought. And these feel a little bit better because he has the Voltex company, because these are hand finished, so these feel nicer in here, in this area in here, as opposed to the way this feels. This has been all, what they call it, chamfered, or it's more comfortable. Highly recommend these scales, people. Now this knife feels like a $300 knife. Well, it almost is too. Because the knife was $177. Because this apocalyptic finish was like $2 more than the plain finish. And I think, I don't know, this finish, these scales would look, all this hardware, because this hardware is shinier. This is all like, got like a dark stonewash finish hardware. This hardware would look nice on this one too, but I think the apocalyptic hardware looks the best with the apocalyptic blade. That'd be my opinion. Absolutely loving them, people. I think they're worth what I paid for them all day long. And I'm happy I, I was patient and waited. Oh, these are nice. I love the MSI, people. I know everybody likes the Stitch and they like the amphibian. I have the amphibian also. I don't have the Stitch. But I don't know, I must say, I think this is my favorite one out of all three of them so far. They're supposed to be coming out with 5 more models. 5 more models this year. 5 more models, people. I can't wait to see what they are. But right now, this is my favorite right now. And I think this one with these scales is going to always be one of my favorites because it's like still light. It's only a 5-ounce knife with a 4-inch blade. 3 7/8 inch of a blade, almost just right under 4. So it's totally legal where I live. I love this one. I love these carbon fiber scales, people. Voltex, this is gonna be my first set, not my last, because they're making for a lot of different knives too. But these scales are perfect. They did an excellent job on these scales. I don't think anybody could have did a better job. So I highly recommend Voltex. All right, people. That's it for this one. I've rambled on long enough. Peace out. Stiletto. Hope everybody's doing good out there. Peace.